Hello, I'm Debbie and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing the long readings for Libra season. So look at this as more of the chapters, where the short readings are more of the pages. Now, we're doing Libra season, and that will be whatever your sign is in Libra season. I would also suggest that you look up your your rising, ascending, your Venus, your moon, and, take a look at those to see how they may be affecting you also. But this will be a long reading, and so I will be using a bunch of cards. Now, I use my, three of these decks will be Radley Valentine. Here is my Angel Tarot cards, which I will use for the main reading. I will then go to John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards to kind of get clarification. I then go to my Osha Zen Tarot cards for some extra words of advice. We circle back to Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I'll do 3 also with those. Guardian Angel Tarot cards, will pull 1. And then I will finish up with my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. All right, now I'm an intuitive channeler. That means that I open myself to higher power, and I ask just basically whatever you need to hear, let that come through. And hopefully it does resonate with you. Any cards that are reversed have stronger energies. Also, to make sure that you write down the numbers. Numbers are very important, and there's ways to look that up on the internet. You can put it in a search browser, the numbers. You can put angel numbers behind it. There's just ways to look those things up. Also, too, when I mention higher power, that's whoever that is to you. That could be your guardian angel, your spirit guides, your voice of the universe, your divine, your source, whoever that is to you. Okay? Okay. So, first, before we start, again, let me go through my little listing. And there's a lot of stuff going on right now in Libra season. Now, I'm going to be reading this. And, and I also will post this on my blog with, just with this and with the websites too. And then I will put a link to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Okay. So we enter Libra season with 3 planets going direct. Mercury, which is in Libra right now. Remember, the shadow of retrograde has begun on the 13th. Also, Venus, which is in Scorpio, and Mars, which is in Libra. Now, we are in Libra season. Libra season is about justice and balance. Remember that, with Mars and Libra don't necessarily go along quite well. So Mars could be pushing Libra outside of Libra's boundaries. Libra could be, be talking Mars' ears off and kind of saying, no, you have to balance things more and more. Libra season is about restoring and finding balance and justice. But there's a lot of air energy again throughout Libra season. We finished up a Virgo season. Libra had a really strong mark there. The air energy was very, very strong. Now we have 5 planets retrograde. We have Jupiter in Aquarius. However, it goes direct October 18th at 1:30 a.m. All the times are Eastern Standard Time. We have Saturn in Aquarius, which is again going direct October 10th at 10:17. Neptune, which is in Pisces, that will be going direct. That will be retrograde. Pluto in Capricorn goes direct on October 7th, 2029 p.m. And Uranus in Taurus will stay retro. Now, Mercury in Libra, we talked about, that we were in the shadow of the retrograde because it's usually 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after. It does go retrograde September 27th at 1:10 a.m. It is in Libra. It will stay retrograde until October 18th at 11:17 a.m. when it goes back direct. Now, there is some things going on, Pluto, which is in Capricorn. There's something a little bit odd going on with that. I need to do some more research. But Pluto is a very slow moving planet. Pluto has a lot of, tear down to build up type of energy. Now, in the early springs, or that would be in the northern hemisphere, or actually would still be in the winter time, February 19th, 2022. I read somewhere, and again, I need to look this up more so, but I think we need to be aware of it, that this will be in, let me see if I can phrase this correctly. This will be in the place that it was for the United States back in 1775. So now, if you know anything about America's history, the United States history, you'll know we were going into, or we were getting ready for what was called, or what is called, the Revolutionary War. So that in itself, I want you to just be kind of aware of that. I know this has nothing to do with Libra season, but as I do my research, this popped up, and I think we need to know about it. All right, now, we're going to kind of go quickly through Libra season just because I'm going to reference you to another website, and again, it'll be, I'll put that in my blog. But let's go through the dates. September 22nd, the sun enters Libra, which is an air sign, at 3:21 p.m. Again, all of these are Eastern Standard Time. Now, the autumn equinox starts also at 3:22. That's if you're in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, it would be your spring equinox. This is where day and night, light and dark, balance each other. So it's supposed to be where there's a certain point where there will be 12 hours of light and 12 hours of darkness. It also is a time, because we will be going into what is, towards the end, and this is in Scorpio season. We'll go into All Hallows Eve, Halloween. This is where we're entering a time where the veil, at least, the veil is getting thinner and thinner, and that is between what I call the supernatural and the natural, or the physical and the metaphysical. Now, let's go ahead, put these out here, and let's pull a couple of cards to see what we need to know about Libra season. And this is my Rider Tarot cards. These are the traditional tarot cards. So let's see what we have as an overview. Okay, now, this is a 15, so now we know that there's 5 energy here. 5 energy has a lot of change energy here. This is traditionally the devil, because it says the devil. The thing that I want you to remember is this is, a lot of times, this is either running away from your fears or facing your fears. Okay, so Libra season could be one of those times that you either confront your fears or you just don't, you have your head buried in the sand. So take a look at this, so here we have the devil, very scary, very ominous. The star is off-centered, or the pentagram is off-centered, so that does bring kind of an evil energy to this. And, basically not necessarily a nice type of energy. But then you have the two, the male, the female. And with that is that they are in chains. They are bound. The thing, though, if you ever look at it, is the chains are loose. So they can slip their chains if they choose to. But again, these are choices. So again, this has a lot of confronting your fears, also possibly just not dealing with your fears, running away type of energy. When I get this, when I see this, this is, to me, a lot of things are going to happen where you're going to have to confront some unpleasant information, unpleasant choices, and, and just unpleasantness. But you have to confront it, otherwise you will let fear rule you. And remember what I'm always saying. I am always saying this, and again, this is a good saying, so take this for however your spirituality leads you. Fear is the tool of the devil. Okay? That's how the devil keeps the people entrapped. So this is, again, choices, and Libra, Libra season has a lot of weird stuff going on that will be, bringing things to the head. Okay, let's go on to our next card. Now, this one is reversed, and here we go. This is a major arcana. This is also a major arcana, and this is a number 1. 1 is, new beginnings, new starts. This is the Magician, and if you notice, they have the same hand gestures in many ways. How and this is basically as above, as below type of energy here. But this one, while this one is a little bit more, not quite as, committed, this one is very strong energy here. This one is saying things can happen. But again, it's within it's what you can actually manifest. Now, let's go on here. And this is wonderful. So now we have a 1-5, we have a 1, and now we have a 10. This is the 10 of Cups. Cups is water energy. Water energy is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. We just, we're about to enter into Scorpio season after Libra. We just had that, right now Venus is in Scorpio, and we just had, when this reading is beginning, we will have just, and I mean just, because I think the full moon in Pisces is the 20th or the 21st of September. So we will still have that Pisces energy. Now, the 10 of Cups is happiness, is very much, happy home, happy feelings, just things happening for the better. Okay, so, but again, it all comes back to, do you face your fears or do you let your fears rule you? All right, so now that's what we have for the 22nd, and that's when Libra energy begins, Libra season. Now we go to the 23rd, that's September, and Venus in Scorpio. Okay, now that's an interesting, there's a lot of intensity with Venus in Scorpio right now with relationships. However, they are opposing, so that energy opposes Uranus in Taurus, and that'll be about 5:40 a.m. the morning of. And, Uranus and Taurus is always about, expect the unexpected, especially, that's more with Uranus, but Taurus is in your reality. So expect the unexpected in your reality. So there could be some very interesting relationships that, there could be those, those truths that you thought were true and now you find out the real truth. There's going to be something with your relationship at that time. Now, we're going to go then to, and this is where I just said, this is weird relationship energies. And this is going to start around the 29th and 30th of September. Because there's major energies going on with Libra, Saturn, Scorpio, Neptune, and Jupiter. And then even in October 2nd, Venus, Scorpio with Pluto. And Pluto again has that destruction, or has, things have to end in order for them to begin energy. So there's going to be some weird relationships around that end of the month, end of September, beginning of October. And I'm going to pull 2 cards for that, because relationships, it takes 2 to tango. Let's see what we have here. And we're going to just do the 2 cards, 1 and 2. The Lovers. So yes, all about the relationships. And the relationships can be work, job, career, personal, intimate, interpersonal, family, or home. I'm going to kind of say, that this is going to be more, I don't like doing this. This is going to be more the intimate, romantic, or personal. So let's go to this next card. Justice. Justice within the relationship. Now remember, Libra is all about justice and balance. So, now, if you notice, I also have these little, like Y's and N's. And basically, if somebody asks me a yes-no question, I pull this card. Well, the answer is pretty much a no. This one would be a yes. So here we have a maybe, but here we have a yes. So we have 6. 6 is the number of man. It's what you put into the relationships. So if you're putting garbage in, you get garbage out. If you're unfaithful, don't expect the relationship to or if one of the parties is unfaithful and, and it's known, well, even if it's not known, don't expect it to last. Justice will occur. If it's a very true and, and very faithful, justice then says yes. Now, This is again, so this is a 6 and this is an 11. Again, we have that 1-1 energy going back to that. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 is choices, decisions, relationships also. Okay, so now we have that going on, and that's going to be the weird relationship energies. Now, I'm going to reference this. It's the www.the-astrologer.net. I've referenced them a couple of times, and I like to, when I do this, when I'm doing what I'm feeling needs to be looked at, this is one of the websites that I do go to. And this one will talk about how, so this is major energies from the 6th of October going forward. Now, we have October 6th is the new moon, and it will be in Libra, and that comes about 7:05 a.m. Okay, so now we've got some cards that just wanted to come out. Let's see what we have with this major energy. Now, the other thing that I want you to know is that 6 planets from October 6th onward, there will be 6 planets in what is called the masculine air signs. So I'm going to put out, whenever it's the air signs, because that is Aquarius, that's Libra, which is really, really heavy. It's also Gemini. I really didn't see any Gemini this time around, but this is where you need to speak it out. Keep your thoughts, your words positive, and speak it out. The new moon is a time of a new cycle. And remember, new moon to full moon is when you request. Full moon is your release, relinquish, and request. Full moon to new moon is when it gets smaller, so that is your waning moon, and that's when you get rid of things. Okay, so let's see what we have for this, this major energies from the 6th on. Okay, so here we have the Page of Cups. Again, this is reversed. Cups, again, we have discussed that. Now, the underlying energy of Cups, however, is our earth energy. That is our Virgo, our Capricorn. It is also our Taurus energy. Very solid, tangible, money, job, career, home type of energy. And we also have Pluto in Capricorn. So expect, and then that thing that we just came through with Uranus, even though that was back on the 23rd, expect some weird stuff going on with that too. So this is kind of a quizzical type of energy. This is kind of a, pages to me are optimistic. They're looking forward to whatever they have to look forward to. And this has kind of a questioning vibe to me at this time. It doesn't mean that that things aren't going to go forward in a positive way. In fact, the page believes everything will be positive but the page is also looking at things that, there's a fish in his cup. And the page is also looking at it as, what is this all about? So I feel like the page is going to be questioning. The Page of Cups will be questioning a lot of things that's going on in the world, in their world, and, and making some reevaluations. Now, we have these cards that wanted to come out, so let's take them one at a time. The Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Pentacles is that earth energy again. Queen's underlying energy is water, cups. So you have kind of the reverse on this. So this one, where the water energy was fluid and emotional, this one, yes, fluid and emotional, but this is a woman of substance. This is a woman that goes after what she needs, but in that physical sense. Okay, it's not the Queen of the Queen of Rods or Wands, or the Queen of Swords, but she goes after the protection of her family. She goes after making things right for the ones that are entrusted to her. But she is also a woman of substance. So the new moon is also telling you, so be quizzical, be questioning, but at the same time, go after what it is you want. Make those wishes. Put them out there. Let's see, next card. So now we have another yes, no card, a maybe. This one has a lot of judgment energy. So what would that have been about? That would have been about October 6th. This is 20, which is 2 tens, and we talked about what 10s are. We've talked about what 2s are, judgment time type of energy here. So we've got some strong stuff happening in Libra. Now with judgment, there is also a new start, a new beginning, a new kind of like, and remember when I talk about Mercury retrograde, which have we gotten to there? Yes, yeah, we got to Mercury retrograde already. Mercury retrograde is a time of great karmic balancing happening. So if you've been putting out good karma, things will come back in the betterment. If so just really watch your words, your thoughts type of energy, and how you're feeling towards people. We don't want to have negative karma, because then it means that we've met everything and we can just go on and leave. But this is judgment. This is, being weighed, in some is where you weigh the heart against the feather, type of energy here. So we got some interesting stuff going on right now. Now, your last card here. Okay, and this is again that 10 energy. And this is 10 of Swords. Swords is Libra energy, Aquarius. It is also Gemini energy, thought processes, hearing news, words, strategic planning. It's done. Everything is done. So whatever it is that you've been being judged on, whatever this is all about, it's done. This is an ending to a phase, to a season, to it's just an ending. And then with that ending, you can see this person is done. No more. It's not you. It's not you. Okay. It's more or less like, this is a little overkill in some ways, but it's like, it's done. Let's move on. Okay. Let's go on now, and we will move on. So I told you that we have 6 planets in masculine air signs. Okay. Then we have a return of fire energy. So October 7th, Venus transitions into Sagittarius. Sagittarius is adventurous. So this might be, after all of the intensity of of Scorpio and all that we've talked about, Venus now goes into adventurous Sagittarius to try new things, to just kind of breathe again. Remember, fire energy is our wands, our rods, also fire. And that is our Sagittarius. It is our Aries. It is also our Leo energy. Passionate, burning, determined. So things will be happening. Let's just pull one card for October 7th to see what does it mean when Venus goes into Sagittarius. Let's go on here. So we have covered all of the energies. We've covered air, water, earth, and fire. So I won't be doing that in the longer readings. Let's see what we have. Okay, now this is again reversed. This is a 12, a 1, and a 2, or a 10 plus a 2. Interesting. This would give us a no, but this is the Hangman. And the Hangman, you can see he's also a holy man. You can see by the halo. So this is a Hangman. This is look at things from a different perspective. Look at your relationship from a different perspective. That's an interesting one for me, at least. I feel that I think that we all need to be a little bit receptive. We need to compromise maybe a little bit more. It's also possibly looking at the other person's point of view. It doesn't mean you have to agree with it, but it does go with possibly it's a good thing to listen to it at least. Now, I'm going to just jump ahead to October 20th. We will then have some more fire energy, and that is when we have the full moon in Aries at 10:56 a.m. And again, so now we have that balance where we have we haven't really had a lot of water. No, we have had water energy. We've had our earth energy. We've had air energy. And now we come back to our fire energy. So now Libra is coming back into that balance. Let's see what else we have. We're going to do 2 cards here and see for that full moon. The full moon, the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is the tradition, the traditionalist. This would be a lot of times with your government, with your church, but basically it's just following the rules. But again, we have a 5. 5 is all about change. So there could be some changes in our spiritual belief. There could be some changes where we either embrace the traditional or we say, maybe this is a little bit too much for us, and we need to step away from that. So that would be more around that full moon in Aries. And then our last card here, This is the Queen of Wands, and this is what I was mentioning before when we have the Queen of Pentacles. Wands, again, is our fire energy. This is embrace the full moon. Embrace the wondrous of it. You know, remember, passionate, burning, determined, fly high, fly high. There's a renewed optimism. Again, this could be the thing stable a little bit more in your natural world, or it could be that, you know, that the world opens up and as you break away from the traditional. And the Queen of Wands is just basically saying fly high. Okay, now we come then to the 23rd of October, and this is just right barely in the 23rd. Again, the times are Eastern, so some of this could be, you know, still on the 22nd, or it could be on, you know, it could be 23rd. I don't know. But this is at 51 minutes after midnight. The Libra season ends and Scorpio season begins. And this one is 4. 4 has stability. This is the 4 of Swords. Basically, rest, take time off, breathe a little bit, let things chill out a little bit. While we have these that are hanging on the wall, the swords hanging on the wall, we have one that's hidden. So there's still hidden secrets to come, hidden things to happen. And at the same time, even though this looks like we go back to something's ended, this is, I don't know, is he on top of a coffin? Is he on top of is he one of those statuettes type of thing? I'm not sure. It just, basically, I'm getting just rest, take it easy. You've got hidden information, and Scorpio is about uncovering a lot of hidden information. So, wow. So again, too, there's a lot of things going on in Libra season, and there was even more. But I was like, no, we can't just go down that route. But as we do our small readings, our short readings, as I do them, I will try to get a little more information and put them in the introduction. Okay? Okay. Let's take a deep breath. A lot seems to be happening, and let's go on and start our long readings. Hello, my Libras, and happy birthday to you. I hope you are wonderful. Your season has a lot going on in it right now. So let's see. Let's just jump right into it and see what we have for my Libras. Yeah, you've been stretched. You're not necessarily feeling comfortable with the stretches, but it has, your backbone, I kind of feel like you're like, okay, you got, no, don't come against me, because I feel like you are stronger than you have ever felt either ever or in a very long time. I feel like you are also being very empowered and emboldened for your season. So 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what we have going on. First card is the Knight of Water. So there's an emotional component, something you're really going after right now. Now, water energy is our, like I said, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Knight's underlying energy is fire energy. And again, we're coming into that full moon in Aries. Venus, which loves to be with Libra, that's now in Scorpio, will be transitioning to Sagittarius, but that'll be towards the end of your season. So it's both of these are towards the end of your season, but it's like you're going after something that you have been wanting for a long time. This could be a very romantic relationship. It could be something that maybe it's your job, your career. It could be personal. It could be home. This is something you've been wanting. You're going after it, and there's a really good chance of success with this. Whatever this is, it's like you're seeing that the doors, I kind of feel like the gates are there, and you just want to now pull them open. And I kind of feel like the gates, it's almost like the gates had held you back, and now you've got the key, you've got the ability, you've got the strength, whatever it is, to pull them open. I don't necessarily see you pushing them as much as pulling them. So to me, that means that you now have those choices. The pushing is just kind of like you're running and you're getting away from it. but the pulling means you're making the choice to make these major changes or going after whatever this relationship is for you. Okay, so this is emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. Falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. Your next card is the Star. So now we have a 17. The 17th of October is when all of those, it does have that full moon energy going around. It's like right after that. But 17 is a 1. We talked about 1. 7 is the divine number. It is you do what you need to do, and the divine watches over you. You add 1 and 7 together, 8. Unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. This is making wishes. Now, your new moon, the new moon for Libra, had a lot of powerful cards around it when I was pulling them in the introduction. And again, the new moon is when you do your requesting. Put it out there. Put it out there, because this is something you really, really want. It could be romantic, it could be any of those things, but it's like you're almost driven to make this change. And again, it's like you're in control more than you have felt in a very long time. So this is also Archangel Jophiel. Happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans, on the right path. Your next card, the Ace of Air. Now, air is your energy. Aces are 1, so you have a 171. New beginning, new start. This is kind of, you have to make your plans. You have to get yourself ready. Because even if this is a romantic relationship, you need to make sure that you're ready for that. You need to make sure that all your little check marks for yourself, but also for the other person, has been met. That, I kind of feel like, this is where I'm going to say, lead a little bit with your thoughts, your brains. Be a little objective about this. Your heart is already there, but you need to think about it, and you need to pace yourself a little bit too. Don't just throw everything, into the relationship. You need to let them, and again, it could be your job. You need to let them prove themselves to you before you prove yourself to them. Okay? Okay. So this one is brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. Let's go on now. We're going to pull out my John Holland cards. Here we go. Let's see if we can get some clarification for my Libras. Libra, Libra, Libra. There we go. Okay. One, 2, and 3. Let's see what we have here. Wisdom. Okay, this is reversed. So 5 has some change energy. So positive or negative. Wisdom, there is, the wise person, there's the dog, and again too, when animals, you can always tell. Animals have a really good, keen sense of judgment. So if you have an animal, a puppy, a dog, a cat, whatever, and if this is something that if there is a person in your life and they're like, or, again, listen to the dog. Listen to the dog. But wisdom is also listening to your thought processes. It's not necessarily leading you with your heart, because your heart, you do have a tender heart, my Libras, but this is the time for you to be more objective than emotional. Okay? So here this is. I do like this. The sun is shining. The book, the holy book of whatever holy book this is bright and shiny. There's a lot of integrity, and again, the dog likes him. Here we go. Next card. 5 again. So we have a couple of 5s. Definitely look these up. Obstacles and challenges. So it's not necessarily going to be an easy month with what you're going after. But remember, this is your main. This is just telling you, just giving you more clarification. So again, too, if it's, again, something that you are wanting to go after, just because because obstacles and challenges are thrown in your way, a lot of times that's to stop you from reaching whatever it is you're going after. Okay? So, sometimes it's kind of like, it's to discourage you. It's to discourage you. And if this is something is very true for you, because a lot of this up here feels like this is your direction, Other thing, give it up to your higher power. Let your higher power, your angels, take care of it. Ask Archangel Jophiel to help you through this. And then you will see that the obstacles and challenges aren't as big as you thought they were. All right, next card. 7. So here we have that 7 energy. And again, it's telling you, so here, 7, stand your ground. Use wisdom. Watch out. Yes, there will be obstacles. That is part of life. They do try to, life, the negative energies do try to keep you from achieving. So 7, stand your ground. Now, let's go to Osha Zen Tarot, see what we have here. What words of advice? So yeah, this looks really positive for you, my Libras. I mean, it does seem like it does seem like you're going after something. There is more energies in your Libra season. There's so much going on with you right now, that you will be feeling them. Sometimes you'll be like, oh, I can't go on anymore. But then you just pick yourself up and you just face what it is that you need to face. Again, remember that devil. The devil, fear is the tool of the devil. Don't give in to your fears. That's basically what that was all about. And if you don't, and you look back in that, the introduction, it turned out wonderful. All right, here we go. So I can see where these 2 5s, and remember, 5, 5, 7, more numbers for you to look up. All righty, let's see what this is all about. Okay, healing in okay, I love this one. So again, too, as you are moving forward into your season, take some time for you, because this is one thing my Libras tend to do. You tend to give so much to others, and that's wonderful, and that's nice. And I have a lot of Libra friends and family that, they're very kind and generous, but they also need to take time for themselves, okay? So take some time, heal, heal, heal. And I think that a lot of this, like I said, this is such a new, all of these energies are so strongly felt by you. I mean, Mars, everything going on right now, that you need to kind of take some breaths, do some meditation. We have the heart chakra, so there's an emotional time. This could be an emotional healing time for you also. Next card. Intensity. There's no numbers on any of these cards. And again, your season, just be aware. Be aware, and if you're aware that the season is going to be really throwing all the energies at you, you will be better off handling them. Okay? So this does look like it's going to be one of the more intense seasons of this year, and we think that we've gone through so much already. So this could be one of those just be aware of it. And it should not keep you from going after whatever this is that means so much to you. Okay? Your last card here, compromise. So again, okay, so this is a 6. And again, 6 is the number of man. Now, I do know that you are balance, you are justice, you do like to compromise, you do like to see the other person's side. I'm going to kind of say with this one, beware of compromise. I never liked these guys. I don't know. I kind of feel like they're swarmy. I kind of feel like it's like they're telling you, oh, no. Hey, if you give a little, we'll give you a little. I don't trust them. I don't trust compromise at this time. So it's kind of like saying, stand your ground. So I'm going to go with this one. Beware of those that want you to compromise. Okay? Let's go on now. So you've got, but again, Libra season, big energies. You are going to push through. Again, I know I said, you're going to push through so much. But again, I see you pulling the doors open and being that you're in control of what you let in and what you let out. All right, let's go on one more time. Here we are. Two and 3, reversed. Here we go. 2 of Gabriel. Now 2's joining together, crossroads, decisions. Gabriel, fire energy. This is you being bold. This is you going after. Again, so I guess the whole thing about this is you go after it. beware, there will be compromises, there will be challenges, there will be people trying to make you not, so it's kind of like, there's a lot of strong believe in yourself, believe in what you're doing, believe in where you're going, believe in this Knight of Water, because this is something really big to you. It's very personal. It's something that you've been wanting, somebody that you've been wanting for a very long time. So it's kind of like this is your chance to be bold. This is your chance to go after what it is. So, Two of Gabriel, make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. These are reversed. The Six of Gabriel. Again, we've talked about six. We've talked about Gabriel. This is being victorious. This is whatever it is that you're going after. No matter what they've been throwing at you, no matter what the challenge is, you are victorious. This is victory in a passionate, very committed way. It may feel uncomfortable for you because it's kind of out of character for you, but the energies are just not letting you back off. They're not. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships, or promotions. And our last card with this deck, the Queen of Michael. So now we've had the Queen of Pentacles, we've had the Queen of Wands or Rods or Fire. This is Michael. This is your energy, also Aquarius and Gemini. This is think things through. Don't rely on just the emotions, because sometimes it's almost like, my Libras, your energies have gotten a little off balance and you've kind of gotten used to being there. So, and there's been an emotional hook in you. And now's the time for you to think things out, rationalize things better, and kind of like say, is it because what I'm feeling, or is it because what I know? So there's a lot of investigation, there's a lot of looking into, there's a lot of objectivity going on. And again, this is you be a little more rational, a little less with the emotion. It doesn't mean that you don't have the passion, it does. It's just that you have to think things through a little, because the emotion, again, going back to that Devil card in the intro, emotion is what keeps us trapped. Think things through a little bit more. And I'm not talking about your gut or your intuition, because we know you, especially with Mercury going retrograde in your sign and all, your intuition's going to be in, hyperdrive right now. So I'm not telling you not to listen to your intuition, because I think you should. The thing is, don't let fear rule you. Okay, so this one is brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than your relationships. And we're going to pull one card from my angel tarot card, my guardian angel cards, to kind of wrap this up, and then we'll pull one from my Emily Anderson. See what crystal and energy will be helpful for you. So yeah, you're going forward. You're kind of like the, you've got a very strong warrior spirit going on. Yes, there will be challenges. Yes, there will be things that try to stop you, but it's more because this is destined. So whatever it is, you're supposed to be going through this journey. You're supposed to be reaching out for whatever this is. And it's just, like I said, fear, what I've told you about fear. And this is a time to rise above the fear. Be strong, my Libras, because a lot's riding on it. Here we go. One last card here. Choose freedom. Now this is a 15. So 15, this would also be the Devil card. So 15 has all this change, but I love how this message is. So this message is, choose freedom. Now, sometimes you may feel as though your way is blocked, but often that's just an illusion. You could free yourself from the obstacles that you're so focused on by choosing a different path. Turn your thoughts away from negativity and instead envision endless other possibilities you may act upon. Choose freedom. I love that. And again, I love how that connects back to the overview of Libra season. Okay, let's see what crystal or energy we have for my Libras here. What will be helpful to you during your season? Reversed. golden topaz. Have faith, wise actions. Remember, there was the wisdom card. And you had a lot of fives, didn't you? Yes. Perseverance, also confidence. So if you have it, I don't think this is a very expensive stone, so you may want to purchase this. If it is, then think about it, okay? But you've got a lot going on. There's so much stuff going on for my Libras. It's going to push you. It's going to push you, and be ready to be stretched. Be ready to be stretched. So my Libras, please remember, I didn't say this at all, but please remember to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell notification. Please, please start spreading my videos. I would thank you for that. Most importantly, though, no matter what the world throws at us, my Libras, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.